Good afternoon, Jim Cooper here again, editor-in-chief at Digiday. We're at the Possible Conference, day two, 2025, and we're really happy to have Suzanne Skop, who's the head of agency partnerships at Instacart. Suzanne, nice to see you again.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, lots of media agencies here, as brands and technologists. What are really what's the most interesting conversation you'll think you'll have here across these 3 days?
Yeah, we've had a bunch of agency partnership meetings this week for the past 2 days. But the big conversation we're hearing from them and from brands is just the proliferation of retail media networks. With projected sales of retail media growing, as well as the unique play that retail media networks have with first-party data and precision targeting. We're seeing that a lot of retail media networks are spinning up their own plays. And with that brings a lot of challenges to brands and agencies. Everything from resourcing. I don't have the resources to run on. I think the last count was over 220 different retail media networks out there. I don't have the resources to support that. In many cases, they're just focused on maybe the top five.
Yeah.
And the other piece is like budgets are not growing. And then the last piece I would say is standardization, right? Dependent on what stage each retail media network is at, there's all different ad formats, there's all different measurements.
Right.
So there's this real need for standardization. So we're starting to hear a lot from brands and agencies that, they need help in really getting this one-stop shop to be able to drive all of their commerce business.
Yeah, we've been writing a ton about retail media networks and that very thing about standardization regarding measurement and ad formats. Do you see anything on the horizon that's going to sort of reconcile all that, or no?
Yes, Instacart.
Yeah.
So, what a great question. But with Instacart, we consider ourselves saying the ads ecosystem, Instacart ads ecosystem. But we are trying to be this seamless one-stop shop for brands and agencies. So, we have 1,800 different retailers on our marketplace. That translates to 100,000 stores. We also, our technology powers retail sites, their commerce business or their ads business. We call that Instacart Carrot Ads. Brands can syndicate their campaigns onto those 220 different retail media networks. We also have in-store presence. So we have the Instacart AI-powered Caper Cart. So that's an opportunity to reach that very powerful, valuable omni-channel shopper. And then the last piece I would say too is just we have great partnerships to reach consumers in all those moments in between. So we have a partnership with the Trade Desk, NBC Universal, with Meta, Google, Roku, Pubmatic, so that you can use our audiences and find those consumers in all the moments in between their shopping. So if you come to Instacart within one campaign, you're able to reach those consumers in an omni-channel fashion,
Right.
across all of our different technologies.
So you mentioned AI in that mix, because those touch points that's a huge amount of touch points, but lots of data swirling around that. How are you using AI to sort of reconcile all that complicated stuff that goes into your proposition?
Yeah. So we've been using AI as a company for a long time now. Fiji, our CEO, is adamant that we're using it internally and really trying to find efficiencies in how to make us grow quicker and by using AI. And she's actually on OpenAI board, so she truly believes in it. And then The other thing I would say is we have a couple of new product launches. We use it for creative, right? So we just launched AI powered landing pages. So think of that as your internal or external, you can drive external campaigns to these landing pages. And we have a huge catalog. And it used to be this kind of heavy lift where brands or agencies had to go into Ads Manager and build out a landing page. Right now, with our AI-powered landing page tool, they go in, they pick the products that they want in it, and then our tools just create a beautiful, high-performing landing page that they can use on Instacart and off Instacart to drive traffic.
Right. So I think that this industry, it has a tendency to forget the end user, the purchaser. How are you getting a sense of the consumer in this very interesting time where the economy is going maybe a little sideways, but you have all these really interesting tech tools to really get a deeper understanding? What's going on with the consumer at this point?
Yeah, I mean, and that's especially with the way the economy is today. All of our CPGs and agencies are being a little bit cautious. So we do partner very deeply with them, regardless if they're an enterprise CPG brand to a challenger or emerging brand. And one of the big differentiators I feel is just kind of the consumer insights that we do have, and we have those insights in real time. So we are constantly trying to feed our advertisers any type of insight around the consumer to help them make better decisions on how to handle this fluctuating marketplace.
Are you sensing that people are pulling back at this moment where we're potentially on the precipice of a recession?
Not yet. What I do see, and this is kind of as we've built out our full funnel product offering, is they really want to put their advertising dollars where it's measured and it's performant. And so thankfully, all of the solutions that we've built from bottom of the funnel to top of the funnel really do drive that performance.
Okay. All right. Suzanne Skop is head of agency partners at Instacart. Suzanne, always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.